In a medical malpractice trial in New York, when I put my client, the injured patient, up on the witness stand to testify, why would I ask her a question such as, "Mrs. Jones, tell us more about what happened"? Why would I ask such an open-ended question? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some terrific information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney, and I'll tell you why we ask an open-ended question for our own clients. We do that so that the jury can understand, in their own words, in the client's own words, exactly what happened. I want my client to be able to tell the jury exactly what went through their mind, what they did, what they saw, what they observed, what they heard the doctor say. It's critically important for the jury to hear this in their own words. You want to know why? So the jury can begin to understand what happened. So they can begin to judge her credibility. They can begin to determine in their own minds whether she is more likely right than wrong. And that's the crucial kingpin of the entire case. Credibility is the most important component of any trial, any civil trial in New York, whether it's an accident case or a medical malpractice or even wrongful death. So when I put my client up on the witness stand, I'm now going to be asking her lots of open-ended questions, such as who, what, where, when, why, how. Tell us more. Please explain. So I'll be standing towards the back of the courtroom. I'm not going to be asking leading questions. This is legally known as a direct examination of my client who is a friendly witness. I want the jury to be focused only on my client. Now, during the course of questioning, I'm sure my opponent will do everything he can to interrupt my questions by jumping up and yelling out, "Objection, Judge," and creating some legal cockamamie reason why I can't ask a particular question. And then the judge has to rule on that. But the point is, I want the jury to hear in my client's own words the story from her viewpoint. That is why we open up the floodgates and allow her to go ahead and explain to the jury everything that happened and why. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight about what happens in these civil trials here in New York. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need answers, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.